Today, Hooves and Homes coming to you from Neal's Creek Farm in Anger, North Carolina. Do you ever drive into a community or see a place and you just smile automatically? This neighborhood is doing that for me. Homes, the land, it is quiet, it is peaceful, it is absolutely beautiful, and there is a lot that I'm going to show you that is listed right now for $289,000, but wait till you see these homes throughout this neighborhood. So this is the lot to my right that is for sale, and you can see it is wooded. It does slope down, but then the terrain comes back up. The coolest part about this, it is adjacent and it backs up to the park. This park that is for all of the community in this subdivision. And you can see, I don't know if you can see behind me, but there are barns and there are horses, there are riding trails through here. You can see the volleyball net, which my daughter would love. But you could bring your horses out here, family, and really enjoy kind of the quieter lifestyle. I could see paddocks off to my right, a small creek going through this neighborhood, but this is a great place that you could bring your horses if you choose to live here. Not everybody in the neighborhood has horses, but they do have larger lots with. This is the lot that is listed in this fantastic neighborhood. It is gently sloped to the back. Clearing this lot, you would have wonderful shade and land for your horses. One of the many great things about going and exploring a neighborhood or looking at land or property, you get to meet the neighbors. And I strongly suggest if you ever see a neighbor that's out walking or in their yard, stop, ask questions. After all, they're invested in who their neighbors are or might be, and you are invested in the community, so you probably want to know what the neighbors are truly saying about the community. So when I went over to Neal's Creek Farms, it was great. There were so many neighbors walking out, and I happened to talk to one who shared a little bit more about the neighborhood from her and her husband's perspective. They're empty nesters. They moved to the equestrian community. They were thinking about getting horses, never have, but they do have a nice size, nearly 5-acre lot, and a lot of information that she loves living there. And there's a vacant lot around where she lives that she shared that is actually owned by the family next door. And for some reason or another, their parents were supposed to move there from up north, and unfortunately life happened and they're no longer going to be moving onto that lot. Also shared that there's not everybody has horses in the community. There are some neighbors that have horses and there are other neighbors that have businesses, which has been a big discussion with the HOA. She was talking about she moved into the community because it is an equestrian community, and she has been a little bit disappointed with some neighbors moving in that now have tractor trailers going up and down, and there are some commercial businesses which she has been trying to keep. Her and other neighbors have been really trying to keep the equestrian feel and the country feel. They moved there for the space and having it quiet. So there are some tidbits that you get when you meet with neighbors. There's also a woman that does board horses in the community, and so you have opportunity if you don't want to have the horses on your lot per se, you could potentially board them at another shelter or barn that's within the community. There are about 150 homes there. There are some areas that are low-lying, and you'll see they're gently sloped. So we were talking about when there are big rain storms like we've had, that there is some flooding, and the grass by the park and other homes do have flood-prone soil. So you definitely want to pay attention to that, as you would if you were looking in any community. So the big key factor with this community is that there are people that have lived there for a while, new people that are moving in, but there's really nice lots. And you really have to look at the restrictive covenants that come with the community to make sure that whatever you want to do in Neal's Creek Farm, you're able to do. Also, by the community down 210 and Anger, there are 3 or 4 new developments that are being built now. So you'll see KB Home, DRB Homes. So pay attention when you're driving there, because it is a couple 2-lane highways you're going in. So they're about to have a lot more traffic. And it's like I said, like North Carolina is growing. So every time you feel like you move out to the country, they're building and it's growing. So this community is really protected, hopefully, in the area with a lot of horse lovers, a lot of people that have not built their homes on lots. There are some homeowners in the community that own 3 lots that have a home on one, or purchase them for the future or for families so they can have a homestead. So this is definitely a community if you want to be close enough, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from Raleigh, Apex area, also closer to the beach, close to Lillington in Harnett County. This is one I would definitely check out. If you have any questions, happy to answer any of them and give more feedback, share the restrictive covenants, or anything about the lot listing and upcoming listings that are going to be happening in that community.